As you all know, I've been reading about the national park system of the United States from the New Lexicon Webster's Dictionary of the English Language Deluxe Encyclopedic Edition because I have a desire to not only get the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 public watch hours in order to monetize my YouTube channel, I thought that I should just record that which I am reading about the national park system of the United States from the New Lexicon Webster's Dictionary of the English Language Deluxe Encyclopedic Edition. So, with that being said, I would just like to pick up from where I left off, which is with Gila Cliff Dwellings National Monument on page NP-11 of the New Lexicon Webster's Dictionary of the English Language Deluxe Encyclopedic Edition. It reads as follows, quote, Gila Cliff Dwellings National Monument, Route 11, Box 100, Silver City, New Mexico, 88061. These well-preserved cliff dwellings in natural cavities on the face of an overhanging cliff were inhabited from about AD 1280 to the early 1300s. Acreage 533.13. Pecos National Monument, P.O. Draw 11, Pecos, New Mexico, 87552. The park contains the ruins of the ancient pueblo of the Pecos and the remains of two Spanish missions, one built in the 17th and the other in the 18th century. In later years, the ruins became a landmark of the Santa Fe Trail, acreage 364.80. Salinas National Monument, a box 496, Mountaineer, New Mexico, 87036. Salinas takes its name from salt lakes that have been of great importance to this region. The park contains the ruins of three major pueblos, plus four large churches built by the Franciscan fathers. The area has been abandoned since 1670. Acreage 1,076.94. White Sands National Monument, P.O. Box 458, Alamo Gordo, New Mexico, 88310. The park contains the world's largest gypsum dun field, covering nearly 230 square miles. The glistening white duns rise 60 feet high. Small animals have adapted to this harsh environment by developing light, protective coloration. Plants also have adapted extending root systems to remain on top the ever-shifting duns. Acreage 144,458.24. New York, Appalachian National Scenic Trail, C. Main. Castle Clinton National Monument, Manhattan Sites National Park System, or rather Service. 26 Wall Street, New York, New York, 10005. Built 1808 to 11, the structure served successively as a defense for New York Harbor, a promenade and entertainment center, and an immigration depot through which more than 8 million people entered the United States from 1855 to 1890. It is located in Battery Park, Manhattan, acreage 1, Delaware National Scenic River. C. Pennsylvania, Eleanor Roosevelt National Historic Site, 249 Albany Post Road, Belfield Headquarters, Hyde Park, New York, 12538. Ms. Roosevelt used her, quote, Valkill, unquote, estate as a personal retreat from her busy life. The pastoral setting of the cottage, built for her by FDR in 1925, includes fields, trees, swamps, and ponds. She also used the estate to entertain friends and dignitaries and to promote the many causes that interested her. Acreage 180.50. Federal Hall National Memorial, Manhattan Sites National Park Service, 26 Wall Street, New York, New York, 10005. This graceful building is on the site of the original Federal Hall, where the trial of John Peter Zenger involving freedom of the press was held in 1735. The Stamp Act Congress convened 1765. The Second Continental Congress met 1785. Washington took the oath as first U.S. President, and the Bill of Rights was adopted 1789. Present building was completed in 1842 as a federal customs house. The statue of Washington on the steps of the building is by John Quincy Adams Ward. Acreage 0.45. Fire Island National Seashore, 120 Laurel Street, Patchogue, New York, 11772. This barrier island off the south shore of Long Island offers the opportunity for beach-oriented recreation and ecological observations. The 32-mile long island faces the Atlantic Ocean while protecting the waters of Great South Bay and the mainland of Long Island behind it. Much of the land in the seashore, which is almost within sight of New York City skyscrapers, has a quality of wilderness amazing for its proximity to this great metropolis. Acreage 19,578.5 655. Land area 16,486.43. Wilderness area 1,363. Fort Stanwix National Monument, 112 East Park Street, Rome, New York, 13440. The American stand here in August 1777 was a major factor in repulsing the British invasion from Canada. The fort was also the site of the Treaty of Fort Stanwix with the Iroquois, November 5th, 1768. The current fort is a complete reconstruction. Acreage 15.52. Gateway National Recreation Area, Floyd Bennett Field, Building 69, Brooklyn, New York, 11234. Also in New Jersey, with beaches, marshes, islands, and adjacent waters in the New York Harbor area, this park offers urban residents a wide range of recreational opportunities. The Sandy Hook unit in New Jersey features beaches, plant and animal life, and historic structures, including Sandy Hook Lighthouse, 1764, thought to be the oldest operational lighthouse in the United States. Acreage 26,310.93. General Grant National Memorial, Manhattan Sites National Park Service, 26 Wall Street, New York, New York, 10005. This memorial to Ulysses S. Grant, the Union commander who brought the Civil War to an end, includes the tombs of General and Miss Grant as the President of the United States, 1869 to 77. Grant signed the act establishing the first national park. Yellowstone, March 1st, 1872. The memorial is on Riverside Drive near West 122nd Street, acreage 0.76. Hamilton Grange National Memorial, 287 Convent Avenue, New York, New York, 10031. Quote, the Grange, unquote, named after his grandfather's estate in Scotland, was the home of Alexander Hamilton, statesman and first Secretary of the Treasury. Acreage 0.71. Home of Franklin D. Roosevelt, National Historic Site, 249 Albany Post Road, Belfield Headquarters, Hyde Park, New York, 12538. This was the birthplace, lifetime residence, and, quote, summer White House, unquote, of the 32nd president. He entertained many distinguished visitors here. The grave sites of President and Miss Roosevelt are in the Rose Garden, acreage 290.34. Martin Van Buren National Historic Site, P.O. Box 545, Route 9H, Kinderhook, New York, 12106. Lindenwold, south of Albany, was the home of the 8th president, a leader in the growth and emergence of Jacksonian democracy for 21 years until his death in 1862. Acreage 39.58. Sagamore Hill National Historic Site, Cove Neck Road, Box 304, Oyster Bay, New York, 11771. This estate was the home of Theodore Roosevelt from 1885 until his death in 1919. Used as the quote summer White House unquote 1901 to '08, it contains original furnishings. The old Orchid Museum is on the grounds. Acreage 78. Saratoga National Historic Park, RD2, Box 33, Stillwater, New York, 12170. The American victory here over the British in 1777 was the turning point of the Revolution and one of the decisive battles in world history. Major General Philip Schuyler's country home and the 154-foot Saratoga Monument are nearby. Acreage 3,415.08. Statue of Liberty National Monument, Liberty Island, New York, New York, 10004. Also in New York, the famous 152-foot copper statue bearing the torch of freedom was a gift of the French people in 1886 to commemorate the alliance of the two nations in the American Revolution. It was designed by Frederick Bartholdi. The monument includes the greetings to you, American Museum of Immigration in the base of the statue, and Ellis Island, an immigration port from 1892 to 1954. Acreage 58.38. Theodore Roosevelt Birthplace National Historic Site, 28 East 20th Street, New York, New York, 10003. The 26th president was born in a brownstone house here on October 27th, 1858. Demolished in 1916, it was reconstructed in the 1920s to include museum and period rooms. Acreage 0.11. Theodore Roosevelt Inaugural National Historic Site, 641 Delaware Avenue, Buffalo, New York, 14202. Theodore Roosevelt took the oath of office as President of the United States on September 14, 1901. Here in the Ansley's Wilcox House after the assassination of President William McKinley. Acreage 1. Upper Delaware Scenic and Recreational River, see Pennsylvania. Vanderbilt Mansion National Historic Site, 249 Albany Post Road, Belfield Headquarters, Hyde Park, New York, 12538. This palatial mansion is a fine example of homes built by 19th century millionaires. This particular home was constructed by Frederick W. Vanderbilt, a grandson of Cornelius Vanderbilt, acreage 211.65.